How's it going, ladies and genitals? Welcome to the Chug Daddy Show. My name is Chuggernaut. Some people call me Santa Claus. And today, we're talking about my second favorite thing in the world, and that is crowbar tones. And in order for you to do that, you need a sick, old school Metalzone, which I have the Multidrive Pro version. This is the best Metalzone you're going to find, straight up. I love this thing, and you're going to use this thing as a clean boost, okay? So there's not going to be any touching of the EQ. As you can see, everything's just put in the middle. I got the distortion at like right under 6, so it's like really, really low. You don't really want to touch that either. You kind of want to just leave that alone, and then the level all the way up. And also, you're going to need to be in B standard, because that is the Kirk Winstein tuning. And you're going to need a super sick solid state amp, which I'm going to be touching on this again. You're probably all like, but Chug Daddy, that's 3 videos talking about this heavy earth Fleshrot. Well, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm excited about it, dude, and you should be too, fool. Whatever. But yeah, also, you're going to need some very big sounding, huge, roomy sounding drums. So finally, I found a way to use Chaos Tones Deviant drums. That's my #1 drum library. And I didn't touch anything in here. So y'all are going to hear how great these sound just on themselves. He made this thing, mixed and done everything himself. He's a badass engineer, first of all. And he's a really, really great drummer. Jesse over there at Chaos Tones. But yeah, man, this is my favorite drum library. He just recently updated. This is an older preset, but this is a preset that I discovered from Resington. He used this preset on his like first or second video talking about it. And whenever I heard this, I immediately bought them, and I really only ever use these. So the preset I'm using is the tranquilizer preset. These are super. It sounds almost identical to the Existence is Punishment drums, and I didn't touch anything. I didn't tune the snare. I didn't, I usually always touch something to kind of give it my own feel. But we're going straight for crowbar tones, and yeah, man, I think these drums just do an outstanding job sounding just like what I wanted it to. And honestly, I think I did a really good job on capturing this mix for the crowbar tone. That's my favorite band, man. So I wanted to finally have an excuse to kind of just walk you through some crowbar tones. But also, I know I just got a little ADHD there. I am using my buddy Eddie's impulse responses. He's got a bunch, man. He makes probably some of the best impulse responses in the game. And yeah, I'm using his Randall, the Jaguar speakers, because at one point or another, I know Kirk used all Randall. Like, I know he uses Marshall speakers now, and he kind of goes back and forth, but I got the best sounding crowbar tone out of these impulse responses, which is the Jaguar Randall speaker, the RES 80, and both sides have a 57. Different parts of the close of different impulse responses, but they're close to the speaker. Man, I said that weird, but yeah. So, oh yeah, let me go ahead and break down the bass chain too. I don't feel like pulling it up, but it's just Modern Music Solutions S Drive, and it's basically, yeah, I used like the lowered heavy preset on there, and then I'm running it into Auto Audio's Ampeg Impulse Responses. I think they're really good, man. I usually use those most of the time anyways. But yeah, so I have this heavy earth, and here's the settings. I got the mids at like 3.5. The lows has got to be high, basically almost all the way up to get the crowbar tone. And then I tighten it just a tad bit. And the shift on 7. Usually I have it on the other way. And I have the above over here. On the back of the amp, you can mess with these little 2 knobs right here. And I just put the above a little bit closer to maxed out, kind of give it more scoop mid feel. And This is what I did with the EQ before the cab. I just kind of scooped out the lower mids a tiny bit just to not have too much. And then took a little bit of the top end out and boosted the top, or boosted the low end just a little bit. And yeah, that's basically it. All I got going on here. And honestly, you're in the Kirk zone. But yeah, let's check the song out. I need to turn my dropout protection up on maximum just to use the contact for some reason. But yeah. All right, that was my little Crowbar mix, and yeah, man, I'm really happy with how it sounded. And I used the new Oracle Sound DOOMGAZE uh, MIDI, the MIDI pack that he just put out. I didn't feel like programming and a bunch of like, I don't know. I know it was the easiest stuff to program, but honestly, that MIDI pack is just like dead on for like the Doom drums and stuff, and I really was able to capture that not the shoegaze, the sludge sound with that. And yeah, man. So in order for you to get like an easy, quick Crowbar kind of thing going on, if you're trying to start like a band like that, I really recommend getting the Oracle Sound DOOMGAZE pack, and maybe like a, what is it, the Tune Track hardcore MIDI track, because there's a lot of hardcore stuff going on with Crowbar. They're not a hardcore band, but they definitely have a lot of like hi-hat, just snare hitting, heavy snare hitting, like hardcore kind of breakdowns almost, and a lot of that going on. And I didn't do like a D beat or anything. I just kind of wanted to use the DOOMGAZE MIDI pack more with it. But yeah, just to kind of get more of it, I'm gonna do more Crowbar stuff and show you what I'm talking about. Throwing in their little D beats and stuff, and like, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna play this one more time before I head out of here. All right, everyone. That's it for me. You guys go and play more sludge, man, because sludge music is amazing. Of course, I usually mainly talk about old school death metal, modern death metal, thrash, and stuff like that. But I'm a big hardcore kid. I'm a big sludge fan. And yeah, man, Crowbar is the best band in the entire world. Argue with your mother. So straight up, if you want like a good Kirk Winstein stone, you need to be in B standard. That is the tuning of Crowbar. You need a metal zone. You need everything on the EQ dialed in the middle. Just to not touch it. Boost the level all the way up. Have a good solid state amp. And then use some Randall Impulse Responses. Maybe Marshall. Another good alternative is a Hesu Demon and Creamback and Greenbacks. V30 is usually the Kirk Stone tone. Dang boy, can't talk today, cat. But yeah, I really advise if you want that Kirk tone, then that's what you want to get. You would definitely want a metal zone in there. It wouldn't be the Crowbar tone without the metal zone. You can get away with some like fuzz action going on, and for like bass, you just want it as clean as possible. Just kind of like the same kind of thing you would do if you're trying to capture like a Cannibal Corpse tone. It's kind of along the same lines, just like a Sans Amp or something along those lines, and just a cab. Super simple stuff. And then I really advise getting Chaos Tones Deviant drums too. I definitely feel like all the drum libraries I was trying with it, I just always find myself coming back to this drum set right here, man. It's my favorite. But yeah, man, thank you guys for checking out my Sludge episode. Y'all have a great day, and y'all come and tune back in with me on another old school death metal mix. Maybe we'll have another Sludge one coming up soon. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Chug Daddy out.
Respect this area. Like don't act like you harder than something that you're not. Because back in the day, you could get smacked for that. Bro, like what he's saying right now, like that's something that he would have got smacked for. So back in the day, but you know what I'm saying? I got kids and stuff now, so I ain't even about that life. Like, I used to be a killer.